welcome back to 2T1. Today we have another student speaker, but before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see in the future. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. I just said something.
You just said the school.
No, I just said. Okay, guys, so we have Micah here with us today. And Micah, just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been at one school my whole entire life, so I'm a lifer.
Mm-hmm. What challenges have you faced when it comes to being in a school your entire life?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. One, just like, for me, being a black person at like a predominantly white school, like institution for my whole entire life, it's kind of hard finding, I would say, a community outside of that school, like that one school, because it's like K through 12, or like actually beginners, like 3, which is like 2 or 3. Through like 12, so it's like your whole life. It's really hard to find if you're not really into a lot of extracurricular things, like to find a group or something outside of school. Yeah. And connect with your people.
Yeah, I agree with that. As someone who went to a school for like the same school for 8 years, it is kind of hard. Sophia?
Yeah. How would you say that your past school experiences have shaped the ones now? Like, how have they like molded your like just academic experiences overall, like coming like
from one school my whole entire life? Academically, I guess since I started with them, it makes it more like easier to be on the same page length as like the teachers, because they know what to expect from like 8th grade to freshman year, from freshman year to sophomore year. It's like easier to be on the same page length as a teacher. It's just like you kind of notice some things that like were skipped in our education or in other people's education when like new kids come in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that adds to like the diversity in general, because different people have different experiences.
Exactly. And honestly, like after freshman year, I was glad to like get like, it was refreshing to get like new opinions on like Socratic seminars in class. Because like after hearing about like the same old opinions over and over, like it's really consolidated, and like adding on to that, like adding new people and getting new different opinions. I think our school could definitely do a better job of representing the real world and all of its opinions. But definitely by adding in the 50 or like 30 new kids, it definitely adds a little bit of help.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. Now moving on to a little bit of the social scene. What has your social scene just been like, since you've been here forever?
So yeah, my social life really. It's like from 3 to 17. Wow, from 3 to 17.
You're 17.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Y'all are really
Dancing queen.
So from 3 to 17, it kind of.
over.
3 to 17, my social life has definitely took like drastic ups and downs and turns and loops, but growing up with everybody, it's kind of like I try to take a third person point of view of like how will this contribute to the person I want to be. So by using by using that, and like by seeing the people, like the type of people have became, and like what their trends are, kind of, whether like they're bad decisions, like good decisions, it kind of has influenced like who I want to kind of hang out with, who I want to mold myself to be.
Yeah.
A lot. And I think our school is very cliquey, so I think that like it's very important for you to like know if you're around them and this is the type of decisions they're making, then that's the type of person that's going to reflect you to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. The people you're friends with reflect you.
For sure.
I completely agree with that.
Adding on to like the influence of those that you hang around, would you say that there's like a certain group of friends or like one friend that has like influenced you?
Well, there are definitely a group of friends. In 8th grade year, it's like a year everyone's trying to grow and come into like more of the person they want to be. It's a huge step going to high school. So that was the point where I was kind of being more serious about religion, and strong connection and network of like people who are religiously strong. I would say like people I admire their religious strength and how they're connected to like their connection to God and stuff like that. So I think that definitely contributed to that aspect of like who I wanted to be friends with, and I hope that I give something back to them also. Like it's not just about taking; it's about giving to.
Okay, so Micah, my last question for you. You said that you started to focus on religion in 8th grade. So how do you think that has grown now that you're a junior? How have you seen that process?
Well, like, I don't know, because I wouldn't say grown, but like, I think, I don't know, I think my biggest growth was 8th grade and freshman year, and like now I'm kind of focusing more on like who I am and like like my core values and the person I want to be, rather than like religious stuff right now. So I think that's kind of been one growth, and then my next growth is like my strengths and like the person I want to be. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and my final question is, since it's still like early on for school, do you have any advice to people from any grade?
Yes, so I really suggest like planning ahead on all of your assignments, like planning ahead, like setting aside time to meet with teachers in the morning or after school, before the quiz and before the test, to like actually have them teach you and like tutor you over things, because there's really no, like, if you really utilize your time well, if you have a good teacher and you're utilizing your time right, there's really no reason to have a tutor. If you like communicate ahead of time and start meeting with them after school or before school, even if you're not really confused but you think they can better explain it or like go in depth with it, like one-on-one, that's what like at least our school's teachers are here for, and they have time for. I know a lot of people might not have like the same ability as we do, because we have a lot of teachers that give a lot of time separately. But I think definitely time management is the one thing that you can do and you can control, and that's something that can set you ahead for like at least 10 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Thank you so much, Micah, for joining us on our podcast for today's episode, and thank you so much to everybody watching. We hope to see you again soon, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Bye.
Bye.